Hey guys, we're here to discuss this book, The 48 Laws of Power, and it was written by Robert Greene. It's absolutely amazing. We're here to discuss this book and the 48 Laws of Power for personal empowerment study, and we're doing it so that we can learn how people who are in power, who have succeeded, what are some of the things that they have done to get there? And a lot of them have actually used these 48 laws of power, whether it be the government, whether it be people like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Oprah, especially Oprah. And actually, Oprah, I believe, does a talk about this. But, let's just bring light to power and what it actually means to have power and to be able to get somewhere in life. With essentially break your chains away that are put on you for whatever reasons. And so, one of the things that I would really like to talk about before we get deep into this study here is the crab mentality of our people and what this crab mentality does. And know that we have this crab mentality operating constantly within our peers, and know that these laws of power, as they may seem, some of them, to be quite they have a little bit of a bad nature to them, so they sound like. But the thing is, these people who exhibit the crab mentality, they will not care at all about you and your safety and your happiness and so forth. So just keep that in mind when we're discussing these laws. I would love to play this for you, so give me just a second to get the video together. Okay guys, I'm back and I found this video about the crab mentality and I would love for you to hear it. Here we go.
And put them in a barrel or bucket. Something very interesting.
Start this over.
If you take a group of crabs and put them in a barrel or bucket, something very interesting happens. Now, individually on their own, each one of these crabs can claw their way out of this barrel or bucket and go off back into the water. However, if even one of these crabs tries to find its way out of this barrel or bucket, the rest of the crabs will gang up on this one and start tugging it down. Now, if this crab still persists, the other crabs will gang up and break its arms. And at that point, if it still continues to persist and tries to get out of this barrel or bucket, the crabs will kill him. They literally will gang up and murder this other crab, alright? Now, it's called the crab mentality, but unfortunately, us human beings possess a very similar trait. If you try to better your circumstances in your life, and you are in this barrel, let's say, as a metaphor, now this environment might be a workplace or a community, or just happen to be the circumstances you are unfortunately in right now. And you're surrounded with people who are doing the same thing that you are, and then you want to go out and follow your passion and your purpose and your belief. The rest of these people, or crabs, might try pulling you back. Because the saying essentially is, if I can't have it, neither can you. Now physically, Individually, they might not break your arms, but they might break your spirit. They might not kill you, but they might kill your dreams. What you need to do is you need to get out of this environment and better your life. Because we all, as human beings, are meant for greater, bigger, and better things. And we all must follow our passion, our purpose, our belief, our dreams, our desires, our inner calling. Now, however, the people around you, they have their own passions, beliefs, and purposes. And they might have shared it with you, or they might not have. But when they do, what I encourage you to do is do not be the crab that pulls them down and lets them know that if I can't have it, neither can you. Because if you support the people around you and support their passions, dreams, and beliefs, they will inevitably support you. Now, the message from me to all of you is, please do not have a crab mentality. Thanks for watching.
All right, guys. So, that's the crab mentality. That's what we're up against. And that is the reason why I chose to be a warrior for intelligence of my people, and for us to learn new ways of thinking that will benefit us, that will help us bypass this crab mentality, or at least make it not affect us in the same way. And that's what power, that's what power is to me. I think that power is having control over a situation or an object or a thing. It can also be a force. Okay. So this book, The 48 Laws of Power, I have read this book about 3 times. And when I tell you it's one of my favorite books ever, it's one of my favorite books ever. And if I got stuck on an island and I had to pick a book, this would be one of my books to pick. That's how good it is to me. So the author is Robert Greene, and I really like his writing style. He's very easy to understand, very simplistic. He explains what he's speaking on and where he gets his opinions from. And I just really like that about him a lot. So let's get into what he calls the 48 Laws of Power. I like this book because he makes it easy for the reader to flow with it. And in the front of the book, in the contents, he has the laws there, all of them. And each law is a different chapter. But not only does he have the law, he has a short, very short summary of the law. So that's what I'm going to be reading and discussing. I'm going to save his book for you guys to read, because I think that if you go and look in the details of this book, you'll find a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge and wisdom that you probably wouldn't see somewhere else, or you probably might miss if you just listen to this talk that I'm giving right now. Law number 1, never outshine the master. Law number 2, never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Law number 3, conceal your intentions. Law number 4, always say less than necessary. Law number 5, so much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Law number 6, court attention at all cost. Law number 7, get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Law number 8, make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Law number 9, win through your actions, never through argument. Law number 10, infection, avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Law number 11, learn to keep people dependent on you. Law number 12, use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Law number 13, when asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. Law number 14, pose as a friend, work as a spy. Law number 15. Crush your enemy totally. Law number 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Law number 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Law number 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Law number 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Do not commit to anyone. It is the law number 20. Law number 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. Law 22. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. Law number 25. Recreate yourself. Law number 26. Keep your hands clean. Law number 27. Play on people's need to create. Law number 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Law number 28. Enter action with boldness. Law number 29. Plan all the way to the end. Law number 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Law number 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. Law number 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Law number 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Law 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. Law 38. Think as you like, but behave like others. Law 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Law number 40. Despise the free lunch. Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Law 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Law 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. Law 46. Never appear too perfect. Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. And Law 48. Assume formlessness. Alright, guys. So, where Robert Greene comes from when he's writing these laws is a different place than where I'm going to come from with explaining how to use them. The place that I'm going to come from in explaining how to use these laws is a place where I would like to explain it from explain it to minorities. How can minorities use these laws to gain power? How can we use these laws to turn the tables? You know, because we talk about white privilege, we talk about racism and things of that nature existing. And I believe that following these laws of power for minorities to do that would actually flip the table and we would be on top. And I say that because if you can think about these laws I just mentioned, when I get into each one and discussing each one and how we can use that law to our benefit, you'll start to understand what I mean. Because essentially, almost every single one of these laws are already in place and being used against us by people who are in control of the way our society unfolds at the moment.